Hi there, everyone. Welcome to Stampin' Up with Jaimie. Thank you so much for joining me either live or on replay. I certainly hope everyone's doing well tonight, this Wednesday evening, staying warm. I don't know about you, but it's quite chilly up here in upstate New York. I have a fun card for you today. 2 weeks ago, I had done a poll over on Facebook asking what bundle you guys wanted me to use for my Wednesday night tutorial, and this was the other card that could have been used, other bundle I should say, and this is what I made for it for you tonight. I hope you like it. I don't normally use a lot of purples, and so yeah, I do like this though. I mean, hydrangeas are one of my favorite flowers. If it's springtime, lilacs are my favorite, and then as we progress into summer, hydrangeas are my favorite. So when I saw this bundle, I knew I had to have it, and it's just been a lot of fun to sort of create with. So I'm gonna dive in. We'll walk through how I made tonight's card. Certainly let me know if you have any questions. This is available in the 2021 January to June mini catalog, and it's a whole suite of products. So bundles, paper, ribbon, embellishments. We're going to be using a whole bunch of them tonight. Let me show you the stamp set here. Whoops. I have a die that keeps sliding out. There we go. Okay, so this is the stamp set, the Hydrangea Haven. It's really pretty. So many images that it actually has to be on two different sheets. So lots going on here. Two-step stamping is what it's supposed to be. So you would stamp this image and then these ones would stamp over it. Really sweet sentiments to an incredible woman. I love that because that could be a Mother's Day card, or it could just be like a girlfriend of yours and you just want to tell her how she's amazing she is. And I think one of my favorite pieces of this is this little tiny tag that it makes. And so we have some smaller sentiments that fit on that tiny tag. I just think it's so cute. And then the dies that go with it, the dies are called hydrangea dies. Well, there you go. That's kind of easy to remember. And mine are already falling all over the place. But we have some outlined dies that will coordinate with the stamped images, and then some standalone ones as well. So let's dive in. If I can get my paper, here we go. Okay, so I'm using Gorgeous Grape as my base to my card. A 4 1/4 by 11 Scorta 5 1/2 Gorgeous Grape. Hi ladies, hi Lynn and Michelle. Did I see Karen say hi too? Hello, thank you for joining me tonight. I'm so glad you're here. Appreciate it. So there's our card base, again, Gorgeous Grape. And then I'm going to cover the front of it. Oh my goodness, I totally blanked as to the name of this paper. Hold on, give me a second. Do I not have is that one? Hold on. Oh my goodness. No, that's, okay, hold on. I have it over here. Sorry about that. It's the Hydrangea Hill Designer Series paper. Of course, I didn't have it next to me, and I couldn't find any of the current catalogs next to me either to look it up. So Hydrangea Hill Designer Series paper. Oh, it's blurry to you, Lynn? It might be my internet connection. I know earlier I was, oh, it's not there. Okay, so then it's probably on your end. If it's blurry for everyone, then it's on my end. If it's just like you, then it's usually internet issues on your end. But I hope it gets fixed. That's so frustrating. I was watching a show earlier and the connection was a little off, so that was frustrating. So I have a panel of 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 of the Hydrangea Hill. Again, all of our paper is two-sided. This is beautiful paper. And I'm just a sucker for stripes. I like stripes. And so I went for this pattern. It's more like a purple posy and white pattern. Oh, okay, good, Terry. I'm glad. I'm sorry, Lynn. I hope it gets crisper for you. And so I just have this. Okay, come on. There we go. Completely covering my card front here. That's the other side. I think that's Rococo. Is it? Yes, Rococo Rose is more that color. And that just covers my whole card front. So let me show you the colors I'm playing with here. So I have Pear Pizzazz is the green, Gorgeous Grape, and Highland Heather. These two here on the ink pads, they look about the same color, but the Gorgeous Grape is a much deeper color. And technically I'm using a purple posy as well. So something to keep in mind about our purple posy, it is an in color, so it will actually be going away in, well, beginning of June. And but there was it was being a little finicky, and so they actually pulled the ink line of it, but you can still get the cardstock. You can still get like designer series paper that uses the purple posy. It's a really like soft, very pastel purple. And I love using all of our purples together, the Gorgeous Grape, Highland Heather, and Purple Posy. I think they coordinate really, really nicely together. So just if you have any questions about the Purple Posy, you go to look for the ink pad, you're not gonna find it. But just so you have a heads up. Okay, now let's work on kind of this hydrangea, whatever that's going on. To do these flowers, I actually watercolored them. I didn't just want, what didn't I want? I didn't want like flat cardstock. I wanted a little depth to it. The die that cuts it out is super fun because you get all these little, it's super like 3D, and so these bits kind of pop up. And I thought it would be kind of fun to do a very simple watercolor with it. So I have a piece of watercolor paper here. We have our new water painters, okay? They come in 3 different sizes. We have one that's more of a brush stroke, which I've used in videos past. So if you're looking for how to use that, look for the video that has chocolate in it. That's what I use that one for. This one here is a very almost like fine tip. And then this one here is another, it's like pointed, but it's thicker, okay? And you just have to fill it with water. Something to keep in mind is that you're gonna want to do like lefty-loosey, righty-tighty, but you actually unscrew it reverse. So, well, mine's full. I don't really want to, here, I'll open one of the other ones. Let's not go opening the one that is literally bursting with water. That would not be a good idea. So you go that way to open. So you would naturally want to go this way because that's how you normally open things like this. But you're going to want to do reverse. So you just unscrew the top and then fill it with water, and then, see, I wanted to go that way, but you don't, you go this way to close it up. And again, it comes with the 3 sizes, which is kind of fun. If you want to do more detailed watercoloring, you would use this one. If you want to kind of do more brush strokes, you would use the really fat one. And then today I'm using the one that is more of a fine tip, but a thicker fine tip. And if you're gonna watercolor, you need watercolor paper, and I would also suggest having just a paper towel on hand, because you never know when you're gonna need it, quite honestly. Okay, the other thing, and I didn't grab this, hold on, let me just reach over here and grab a block. Okay, no, I don't want to use this block, hold on, I forgot to get an extra block. So there's a couple different ways you can watercolor, okay? You could take our ink pads, squish the 2 ends, like push them really hard together. Of course, that one doesn't have it. Let's see, does this one? Oh my goodness, have I not watercolored with any of these? There we go, okay. So you would push these really hard together, and then you get ink on this little part of your ink pad, and you could pick it up use that and pick up the color that way. If you are using that method, which is fine, it works, that's actually the way I usually watercolor, you're gonna end up with like a more muted tone. It's gonna take a lot of layers to get a really vibrant color. It's possible, it tends to be more like pastel sort of thing. If you want a more vibrant color when you're watercoloring, I would suggest taking a block, and then using our re-inker. So here I have Gorgeous Grape and Highland Heather, which are the 2 colors that I used on my, I don't want to open this near anything in case it explodes. And literally it takes all but a dot. And again, you can always add more, but it doesn't take a lot, let me tell you. It's actually astonishing how little ink it takes to get a nice bold color when you watercolor. So the hardest part is gonna remember which one's which. This one was Gorgeous Grape and that one was Highland Heather. Then, okay, so all of our water is here right now, okay? And it literally, in case you don't know what to do, it says push. In case you're unsure, it literally says right there, push. So what I would do is just kind of hold now I used this the other day, but the first time you use it, you're really going to have to push, because this water goes from here, and then when you push it, it kind of goes through these joints and then comes out to our brush here. So it takes a little bit for the water to kind of make its way down, but just kind of push, and eventually you're going to have, there we go, water. So my paper towel's getting wet, so I know we have water. Then what I did is I took the die that's going to be cutting out the hydrangeas, just so I had an idea of how big I needed to get this coloring going. There's no sense in me doing all of this if I only need this little bit. So I kind of had that on hand, and then I squeezed, and got water, a nice amount of water. Like it's almost pooled a little bit. I can see, I don't know if you can see, but I can see that it's nice and wet. And again, if I want, just squeeze and you get more water. Then I'm literally going to ever so slightly touch the corner and get my gorgeous grape. Oops. I think I have to get a little bit more. The first time I did this, when I did my card, I was like, whoa, that's a lot. So you can always add color. It's really can be a challenge to take away color. So, and then if I want, I just kind of squeeze I don't know why I'm getting bubbles. Go away, bubbles. Squeeze my, the water painter here to just get more water down if I want more water. And I'm purposely not making it like this part here is a little darker than maybe the outside. And I like that because that's what I didn't want a solid look. And then here's the thing. Once I dry that, if I want it darker, I just reapply water and do it all over again. I just, apply to get a more deeper color. So I'm using my paper towel, although they're both purples, so it doesn't really matter if I get a little bit of the gorgeous grape into the Highland Heather. Yeah, I'm probably I feel like I'm squeezing a ton, but it's not too much water. So this time I'm going to pick up the Highland Heather. And when I touch it, I'm kind of squeezing because I want the color to go. I want it to really spread. And I'm kind of using some brush strokes. The Highland Heather is definitely more of a pastel purple. But you know what? I didn't really test. Is that big enough? Yeah. Okay, I gotta go a little bigger. So to get a more vibrant color, you definitely just have to keep adding a little bit more. But that should be enough. That should be enough. Okay. These colors are definitely not quite, unless they're gonna dry darker. Like this gorgeous grape is definitely a lot darker than that one. I don't know what I did differently the other day to today, but something's different. Hi, Mom. Thanks for joining me. I'm just going to add a little bit more color. Like that. Yeah, I think that's good. Now, one of two things. You could literally walk away from this and let it dry. But I'm going to use my heat tool to dry. And I'm just, to clean your aqua painter, it may stain a little bit, but as long as it starts to go clear, then I'm good. That's clean. Even though it has kind of stained a little bit, but we're good for the next one. That's all I have to do for that. You don't have to do any, you don't have to wash it with soap. You don't have to put more water on it, whatever. Okay. And I'm just going to wipe this off because I accidentally don't want to hit it and then get color everywhere. That would be bad. Okay. So I'm just going to take my heat tool here and turn it on, wait till it gets hot, and then dry it. It doesn't take a lot. And if you have a lot of color on your paper, you're going to see kind of water stains, but I don't really have a ton of water pooling, so I don't really see that. Don't overheat it because you will burn your paper. And those feel pretty dry to me. Yeah, I think we're good. So I'm going to take the die, which is right here. I knew that the whole time. And look at that. I barely cut it. Colored it big enough. I'm just going to put this off camera here and run it through my die cutting machine. Oop. I apologize if I'm moving the whole camera. I have it on my desk here, so. Okay, that's the first one. Isn't that really pretty? I love that so much. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. Okay, then my other one, just gonna, again, run it through my die cutting machine here. Okay, and then back. And we get this one. So these definitely came out more muted. You know, depending on how much color you put on it is going to be how intense, I guess is the word I want, color you're going to get. I'm going to take my take a pick tool. Why doesn't that sound right? But that's it. And then I'm literally going to just push these little petals out. They're like 3/4 of the way cut, so they're not going to completely pop out, but they just sort of, you know, make the card 3D, give it a little bit of a dimension. They may get squished in the mail, but it doesn't matter. I love the idea of having these 3D and making it sort of jumping off the page. So if it gets a little squished in the mail, no big deal. Now there is a center to all of these that you could completely pop out. So do you see there's like a center right in there? That hole would completely pop out, but I don't really want that look, so I'm going to leave that intact. And unless you push on it, it really isn't going to go anywhere. Even as we maneuver the card a little bit, these petals will go in a little bit, but you can just kind of keep fluffing them. Okay. Isn't that so pretty? I love hydrangeas. Is my mom still on? She has beautiful hydrangea plants, and I have a hydrangea plant, but it never gives me flowers, ever. We've lived here, how long have I lived here? 12 years, I think. And I don't think it ever has given me flowers. So my mom, she's very kind to me and always, you know, snips her hydrangea flowers off and gives them to me. I love them so much. And you can dry them, which is fun too. When I lived in Peru, there was so many different colors of hydrangeas, really different varieties and colors that you don't necessarily find here. So I just love them. Okay, so this is actually really therapeutic. I don't know, maybe it's because I like fussy cutting too, but this whole like pushing through the petals, I find extremely therapeutic. It's like adult coloring. There's something about it. Very fulfilling. Okay, one more flower. We're good. Okay, so isn't that really pretty? And because I watercolored, it's not a solid color. So there's like this, I don't know. I think it gives it a lot of like different depth. I could be completely imagining it, but I really like it. Okay, so to keep, let's see here. Should I keep, let me do my leaves. Let's finish all my cutting and then we'll just kind of put everything together. So I did stamp these leaves here. So I did, oh, you know what I did? I forgot about this one. Oh, well. I did 2 smaller leaves. So again, it's 2-step stamping. So first I'm going to stamp the outline and then I'm going to stamp the inside of it. And I'm going to do that in Pear Pizzazz ink. I felt Pear Pizzazz went really nice with kind of these colors and design and everything. Oh dear. I don't know what oh, there it is. Oh goodness. I'm like, I think I lost the outline one, but there it is. Whew. Hi, Roz. Thanks for popping on. I appreciate it. Thanks for joining us. I know Wednesdays can be kind of a busy, you know, it's like midweek. Everybody has lots going on. So I know it's a little challenging. Hi, Renice. I'm so happy you're here. Yay. Okay, so I didn't stamp off. I left kind of shade on shade. So they're both equal. Yes, Linda, exactly. I'm like, I know I had it on a block. Where is the block is the mystery. So I just did straight on Pear Pizzazz for the outline, straight on Pear Pizzazz for the inside. And then, well, you know what? I'm not going to do the other one because we're just going to do 3 of these. I'll kind of show you what I did. Oh my goodness, Ross, that's hysterical. No, you definitely should answer if your mom's calling. Always answer. Although if your mom calls like in the middle of a live, like, Mom, don't call me right now. I'm not going to answer. One time my mother-in-law called me, God bless her, and I felt so bad. I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't answer. I mean, I didn't say that to her, but I just ignored the phone call. I was in the middle of my live video. What was I going to do? Okay, so there's a die to match this, of course. So I'm just going to, I should have done this ahead of time because there's 3 of them. So don't mind me. I'm just going to cut these out. And I guess while I'm doing this, I'll talk about other stuff that's going on. Be sure to check out my blog. I have all the details and information up about my Sweet Creations event. I am super, super excited about this. I bought some of the prizes we're going to give away and some of the pillow gifts. I have the cards designed that we're going to make. I have bingo for us and another game, a couple of other games, and it's just going to be a lot of fun. It's like girls' night out, except, you know, over the course of 2 days and from the comfort of your home. It's going to be so much fun. How did I get blue ink on me? I'm not even playing with blue. Would you say thank you for the, oh, you're very welcome. I use pearls all the time. I'm shocked, Renice. I'm glad you can use it. Good. I'm happy. Okay. The other thing, I'm just going to do all the stamping. The other thing that will need to be stamped is our little sentiment here. And I'm just going to do it because honestly, it's just easy to stamp everything at once. There are a couple little sentiments that will fit that cutest little tag. The for you, with love, congrats, thank you. And this one probably will too. I love you. So there's a couple of different options that we can use, but I'm going to go with the thank you. And I'm going to stamp it in Gorgeous Grape on Purple Posy. So again, Purple Posy, we can't buy the ink, but we can get the paper. And I think it just coordinates beautifully with these colors. So this is the little tag. How cute is it? It's so cute. Like, I want to put this on everything. I don't know what would be my next team gift, but I'm definitely using this cute little tag on it. Like a little cute tag with like a bigger tag. So, I don't know. Can you pronounce my last name? Oh, that's so funny, Terry. Okay, so my husband is from Peru, but the family name is actually Hungarian. And most people will say Babarski, almost like it's Polish, but it's not Babarski. My poor kids are always correcting teachers and whatever. So the correct pronunciation is Babarsi. So forget all those weird consonants at the end. It's just like an SY. It would be like, just like there was an SY at the end. Yes, it's a doozy. So when my oldest was born, or like we found out we were pregnant, she was a girl, you know, of course we're picking names, whatever, or trying to decide on names. I think that has to be, gosh, one of the hardest things as parents is to pick your kids' names. But I remember my mom said, we can only hope that she marries a Smith, because like to pick anything to go with Babarsi, it was just like impossible. It was such a hard name to find something good to sound with it. So Babarsi, yep, that's me. But if you completely butcher it, I will still answer because it's always butchered. It's more butchered than not, honestly. Okay, so when I was designing how I wanted to arrange this, I kind of wanted them offset, and I originally wasn't going to put the stems, but then I really liked the stems, and so I wanted to include them. So this is what I did. Okay, I have one stem kind of under there, and then I did a little crafting surgery, so to speak. I cut some of these little ones off. It was like a little too much. So I cut that one off, and I also snipped this one so that I was just left with that. And that's the one I used for this. So for this guy, where's my liquid glue? Oops. I just put a little liquid glue like where he was gonna land. I just gotta make sure I get there. And then I wanted one of the leaves kind of poking through, like overlapping the front. I didn't want it, like I didn't want the leaf behind, I wanted it on top. And then I'm gonna let that dry for a second. Then for this one, all I did, because I knew I kind of wanted to situate leaves around it, but I wasn't really sure. So when I adhered it down, I just put adhesive on the middle, like so. I really got to clean this. This thing is disgusting. I just looked at that going, oh my gosh, that's horrific. Okay, so I just put adhesive in the middle, and then kind of figured like where I would want it, and then glued it down. That way I can still get leaves like tucked around it, because only the center is technically glued down. Then for this guy, I adhered him down with dimensionals, because hello, we need dimensionals. Always and forever. I don't know if I put dimensionals. Whoops, that's not really dry yet. Ooh, where'd that one come from? Oh my goodness, that's hysterical. Where did that dimensional come from? It just appeared on my finger. That's hysterical. Yeah, I think I just put it on this side. So 2 dimensionals there. Oh my goodness, Terry, that's horrible. I don't know why I just like noticed it. I'm like, oh, that's disgusting. Gotta clean that one. You know, like the older the glue bottle is by how gunky the bottom is for sure. So this one, I'm going to go there. I overlapped. It'll probably a little bit more than I wanted, but that's okay. Okay. Now, technically, where's my take a pic tool? Technically, under here is my like dimensional, but that's okay. It doesn't, like, some of these are actually stuck down, and that's fine. And that's why I said, you know, when you're all done with the card, you may want to come back and just kind of fluff your petals a little bit. But, ooh, that one's a little, I shouldn't go messing with that one. That one's a little wet still. They multiply. Oh my goodness, Jillian, where did that come from? Like 1 second I'm like, you know, doing this, and the next there's a dimensional on my finger. a little creepy. Okay, and then this one I'm gonna tack underneath. So where's my glue again? I might as well just leave this out. I'm gonna use it a lot. This one I am gonna put glue all the way down and all the way around. So technically this one's kind of flapping in the wind, but I really like that. Again, I think it helps with making it a little bit more 3D. Sorry, I just need to pick that up. Okay, glue that one down. Okay, then I have these guys here, and then I took a third one, so I cut 3 of these in total, and I did a little surgery and snipped them off. Now again, I don't know if I'm going to use them all, but, and I technically have the 2 from this one that I could use as well. And then I just kind of played with it, like where I wanted placement. I think I wanted this one here and this one here. I did, so I'm just going to start gluing. Okay. And liquid glue is great for these little guys. And of course, it doesn't take a whole heck of a lot to get them to stay put, so you don't have to, you know, load it. But, and then one of these guys. I like the mix of, usually I only stick to, like if I'm die cutting, I only stick to die cutting. And if I'm stamping, I only stick to stamping. But for this one, I kind of liked the mixture. And then for this one, same thing. I did a little bit of a stamped one, and then another one of the die cut ones. So if you have liquid glue, my friend Penny, I don't think she's watching right now, but she gave me the coolest tool, and it's so helpful. So where is it? This little thing. It doesn't even have a name on it. I think she got it on Amazon, but it literally holds your glue up. Okay, and so it like literally sits on my desk, so every time I need it, the glue is like ready to go. It's just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So if you have and use liquid glue, I highly recommend it. And then, okay, so I'm not gonna do it on this one. Oh, I got glue on it. No, 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 no. Don't. I might have to put a thing there, an embellishment. So for this one, I used a larger leaf. I actually stamped this big guy and then stamped the leaf in him and then trimmed out one of the larger leaves. But I didn't do that ahead of time, so I'm just gonna stick with a small cluster. Crafter Solutions online sells glue holders. Oh, there you go, Linda. Thank you. I think she got hers on Amazon, but I could be completely wrong, but I'm sure there's other places that, yeah, sell it as well. It's just like, so, it's like one of the smartest things ever because it's like always ready to go. Okay, I think I'm gonna put a dimensional there because I got a drop of glue. It's horrible. Okay, so I already stamped our sentiment. Okay, and that's gonna go there. That's why I kind of left this a little naked because this guy is gonna sort of cover it. And I'm gonna use, honestly, like the tiniest amount of this ribbon. It's, if you make this card, it's a great way to stretch this ribbon. Do I have a glue eraser? I don't, Terry, and Stampin' Up! Doesn't sell one anymore, but I know they exist, and I definitely should get one. It's very faint. And if it was like real adhesive, I could just roll it off, but it was glue. So that's one. I'm gonna snip it way longer than I need it because I can always trim. This is the Gorgeous Scrape, what kind of ribbon is it? Sheer ribbon, 3/8 sheer ribbon. Put a fallen leaf there. Oh, that's a great idea. I definitely have plenty of them. And I'm gonna just feed this through and hopefully I can grab it easily. Okay, like that. And then I just tied a knot. Like so. I love knots. I mean, I love ribbons. I do. Or bows, I should say. I love bows. I do. But I think bows can intimidate me a little bit. You know me. I have to use my fork bow technique. And so knots are kind of like the next best thing. Glue erasers are available at Dollar Tree and Hobby Lobby. No kidding, Linda. I'll have to go look. Interesting. I did not know that. I know Stampin' Up! Used to sell them because one of my friends has one. And I've seen her use it. But I never thought to buy one. Does it erase glue or just adhesive? Because adhesive you can get up easily. You just kind of roll it and it comes up. Okay, so I tied a knot and then I like super trimmed it. It's like literally just the tiniest bit of ribbon. I don't even know how long that is, but it's itty bitty. And then I adhered it down with a Stampin' Dimensional, and I put the dimensional as far to the bottom as I could get it because I'm trying to avoid that kind of sort of cluster up there. So it's going to go right kind of where the two hydrangea plants, flowers, things kind of meet. And then I'm going to sort of fluff. They're kind of flapping in the wind. Oh, really, Terry? I'll have to look into that then. Thank you. I'm always looking for new gadgets. Okay, I'm not going to do embellishments first. First, let me go ahead and adhere this on a panel of Gorgeous Scrape. This is 3 3/4 by 5. Sure, Jean, want to see? Okay, this is the final product. Final card, final design. And then I did do the inside. You know me. I'm trying to like get, you know, take my inspiration from Karen and Amy and others who do the insides. I normally don't do the insides, but I'm getting better at it and I actually like it. So normally I would put my adhesive on this and then glue it down, but there's so much going on that I'm kind of doing it reverse. Nope. Don't commit. Am I really off? I am really off. Let's see. Can I mush it? So sometimes with this adhesive, you can actually like slide it. And I did. I didn't think I would be able to. But you can, if you really press hard and like, you can kind of move it over a little bit. Okay. So should I do a falling leaf? That's not a horrible idea. Who said that? Did Terry say it? Let's do my embellishments and then we'll see about how to cover that. I could have put an embellishment just really low there. So I'm using, oh, I forgot to get my rhinestones out. Hold on, sorry. Okay, so I'm using the pastel pearls and 4 beautiful colors, really big, you know, bold pearls. I just think they're so pretty, so pretty. And I'm going to take a gold one, not a gold one. Why am I calling this gold? This is absolutely, yeah, I think I'm just going to cover it with an embellishment. Go low with them. That's not gold. That is Gorgeous Grape. One of the Gorgeous Grape ones. And then one of these like white ones or silver ones. Do you see? There's like a meme out there and it's like the whole purpose of embellishments is to cover up our oops. And I really think it's true. And then up here, I'm going to use another, oops, pick up the adhesive. Up here, I'm going to do another Gorgeous Grape one. And then just to add a little bit of variety, hold on. There is a kitty cat hair on that. There we go. I'm going to add just a couple of rhinestones just to kind of switch it up a little bit. The smallest ones here. Come on. I'm going to add that one right there. And then one up here, like, I don't know, how about there? Sure, why not? Okay, So that's the front. Now we're just going to adhere it to our card base like so. And I didn't use dimensionals. I don't know why. I probably normally would have propped that up in dimensionals, but I didn't. Just going to use dimensionals. Oh, I am doing, oh my goodness. I just said I wasn't going to do dimensionals and then I went and grabbed them. Holy cow. I swear I haven't been drinking tonight. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, people. I think homeschooling has gotten to me. That's what I'm going to blame it on. Okay. Anyways, I wasn't going to do dimensionals, but then I all of a sudden started grabbing dimensionals. So we're doing dimensionals. Okay. So that's our finished product of the front. And again, so my sample here is a lot darker. I just must have picked up more ink when I did the watercoloring. So it depends on the look that you're going for. If you want a more muted color, then go not so quite heavy-handed with the watercoloring. And if you want a more intense color, then just pick up more. I'm tired. I am, Roz. I mean, I think it's part of just being an adult is the baseline is always being tired. I'm not exactly sure at what point in life do you get, maybe when the kids are out of the house that you're no longer tired. But the problem is that they stay up late now. So when they were kids, you could put them to bed at 7 and you'd have some me time. But now they just stay up so late. And so in order for me to have any ounce of me time, I have to stay up even later. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I did the inside. Let me show you the inside. Okay. And this is kind of interesting because this image right here, okay, is one stamp. However, the two different filler pieces are two stamps. Okay. There's the leaf and then you have the round one for the leaves, for the petals. So there's two things that you could do. And the first one I was very hesitant to do, but it would probably be the easiest solution would be to just cut your stamp apart. Do a little stamp surgery, and it's photopolymer, so it would be super easy just to cut these two apart. Okay. I guess maybe I like a challenge. I don't know, but what I decided to do, and let's see if I can do this on camera because you kind of have to hold it sort of close to your face. But I very carefully inked up just the top of my flowers. And there's enough of a space between them that you can kind of ink it up if you go slow and really kind of look at what you're doing without hitting the leaves. Oh gosh, Roz, I'm exhausted listening to that. Oh my goodness. And then likewise with the pear pizzazz. So I just kind of start at the bottom, make my way up, I kind of just go slow as I'm reaching the top. And then I have my two spots. I get the two colors for my hydrangea. Again, the easiest solution would be just to snip the stamps apart. But I don't know, that gives me I don't know if I can do that. Oh, Stampin' spots. That would be a great idea, Beth. Yes, yes, yes. That would be brilliant. Far easier. Yes. Oh, I missed I don't think I can do that. We're going to hope that my inside one kind of covers that. It's stamped a little. Well, I guess I could do it again on the other side. Let's try it again and see if I can get a better, press it down a little better. Let me just clean that. Hold on. Yeah, that would be a great idea. Or use the Stamparatus but the Stampin' spots, I only have the ones that come in the paper pumpkin. So I didn't have any of those on hand. You ink up the flower and then use a diaper wipe to get the ink off the other places. That would work too. Yeah, am I a sucker for punishment that I do it? I don't know. This works for me. I just didn't really stamp it well, but I inked it up better than I stamped it. And there is enough, there's not too much detail in this one. I need a stamping mat. My problem is, Linda, that my table that I work on is actually custom made. So the drawers and everything. So what they did is they found this really old, ugly, antique desk when they redid my basement. And I said I needed a really good table. And so they made this table. They cut the drawers off of it. and then they custom made the table, which is fine. But then I have like this, like there's a seam there. So yeah, you're right. I do. And I had one at one time, but then I brought it out for a class and somehow I think I accidentally threw it away with my, I don't know. I haven't been able to find it since. Okay, that's better. We're going to go with that one. But yeah, you're right. Buy blank stamp in spots and use rain curse. Oh, that would be a great solution. I feel like y'all should be the demonstrators. You have really, really great ideas. You guys know what you're doing. You should be sitting here teaching me. Yes, that's a really good idea. So for the inside of my flower here, I'm going to use Highland Heather just to give it a little less, a lighter shade. Now this one, it's not meant, it doesn't line up perfectly. It is much, much bigger than the hydrangea underneath, the outline hydrangea. So just keep that in mind. It's definitely kind of gonna go everywhere. Don't try and line it up. You're not gonna be able to. Save yourself the frustration. Okay, and then my leaf. For the leaf though, I am gonna stamp off because I want a lighter shade. I'm not sure if I did that on my sample, did I? Oh yeah, it looks like I did. Sometimes I forget what I did, even though I created the card like yesterday, but that's okay. And this one too, it doesn't line up like perfect. It's definitely over. Stamp surgery will not hurt you. I did it once, Linda. I did it once. Or no, did I do it twice? I might have done it twice, but it's a little painful. It's like, I don't know if I can do this. Oh, thanks, Rach. It's like, I kind of have to talk myself like, it's okay. It's going to be okay. It's not going to hurt. It's not going to hurt the stamp. For the inside, I just added the extra sentiment. I appreciate all the little things you do. I think it's just a sweet sentiment. The outside is kind of a small. I just kept it to the thank you. So I like another kind of added sentiment on the inside. So make sure I'm stamping it straight. And I honestly didn't know where to go. I'm like, do I do the sentiment here? Do I do it really far up? Normally I would do it like here. I guess I could overlap, but I opted to go kind of to the left of the flower. Like so. And that was Gorgeous Grape that I stamped that in. Okay, almost done. Now we're just gonna get some adhesive on this guy and put him on the inside of our card. Here we go. Whoops, whoops. Come on. Like so. You like it on the left? I normally don't do it. I normally do it like straight, like centered and maybe like a little high, but yeah, I like it next to the flower. Is anybody else particular about like your cutting lines? I always have to, like, you know, when you cut a certain way and then you flip it over, then you have like that little seam. So there we go. I flattened that down. Okay, so those are the two cards. Again, Hydrangea Hill Bundle is beautiful. You're gonna want it. You're gonna love it. I promise. There's so much you can do. Lots of, oh my goodness, I've seen so many beautiful cards out there. So definitely give it a look. If you have any questions, certainly let me know. Ask away. If you have been watching and have yet to leave a comment, quickly do so. Someone will win tonight's card. I'll pop it in the mail for you. So certainly let me know if you have any questions. Head over to my blog for my shopping link for you to just take advantage of celebration going on right now, and let me know if I can be of any help. So thanks everyone so much for watching tonight, and I will see you back again next week. Bye bye everyone.